Im aktuellen snTVTalk bin ich heute in Afrika unterwegs, also nachrichtenmäßig. Einer neuen Premium Cigarre auf der Spur, einer echten Top-Marke, die auf dem Weg nach Deutschland ist und erste Tastings im Fachhandel platziert hat. Mein langjähriger Freund und Brancheninsider Markus Wirtz war der Informant, der mich auf die Spur zu Kamal Moukheiber, dem CEO und Inhaber von Bongani Cigars aus Mosambik, gebracht hat. Und diesen Kamal plus dem lieben Mark darf ich heute hier begrüßen. Aber erstmal, hallo Kamal und schön, dass du da bist.
Hallo Peter, hallo Richard.
Hallo Peter.
So, dann fange ich doch mal an, ein bisschen mehr zu euch in Erfahrung zu bringen. Bongani Cigars aus Mosambik, das hört sich exotisch und aufregend an. Longfiller von einem anderen Stern. Du, Kamal, bist der Mann hinter Bongani. Wann und wo bist du zur Zigarre gekommen?
Ja, ich werde auf Englisch antworten, okay, weil ich spreche nicht sehr gut Deutsch. And Marcus will translate.
No, we don't have.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. So, Bongani is the first African cigar brand. Because when you think of it, Africa has been producing top quality tobacco for 100 years. And a lot of the tobacco is produced near where we are, in Mozambique, in Zimbabwe, in Malawi. Except that most of this tobacco is exported for cigarette use and not cigar use. And I happened to be in Mozambique at the time, about 7 years ago, for a different project. I was working on a real estate project that I sold. And I thought, why don't we start a small cigar brand just for fun, because I love cigars, in Mozambique. Mozambique is in East Africa. It's that very long country, 3,000 kilometers of lovely beach. Maybe we'll discuss it. We'll share some photographs. And so I thought, why not do the opposite? Instead of always exporting raw material from Africa to elsewhere, so that it's included in some of the best products like chocolates, coffee, and tobacco, why not do the opposite? Let's bring the know-how from the Dominican Republic to Mozambique and start our first African cigar brand. And this is how we started Bongani, very local, very small, in 2016. At the end of 2016.
Ihr seid in Mosambik aktiv. Das ist eine ganz besondere Landschaft, die ich leider persönlich nicht kenne, aber ich gelesen habe. Das muss was ganz Besonderes sein. Mosambik.
Yeah, it's a lovely country. It's really beautiful. 3,000 kilometers of uninterrupted beach, really stunning. Lovely people. Very peaceful, very nice, very welcoming, and very hardworking.
And with a good tobacco culture.
And with a strong tobacco culture, exactly. So what we did is I went to the Dominican Republic and I brought a master cigar roller, one of the very top guys at Macanudo. And he came and joined me to start Bongani in 2016 and to train our team of Mozambican cigar rollers to the same level as they would in the Dominican Republic. Okay? And it took us about 6 months, even a bit longer, to train everyone. We started with a very small team of 4 people. And this is how we started. And we started first selling locally in Mozambique and learning a lot, listening to our clients. We changed the cigars many times. We improved the packaging and everything else. And then bit by bit, we started going outside Mozambique as well to our neighbor, South Africa. Which is a very developed, very nice market for cigars. And that is how we started. By the way, Bongani means big, grateful, Zai Dankbar in Zulu, which is the local African language where we are based.
Wann kam dir denn die Idee zu einer eigenen Longfiller-Zigarre aus Afrika? Also die Zigarre, dann auf die Company. Und dann noch die Frage, wenn die Company sich ja mittlerweile etabliert hat, wie viele Mitarbeiter habt ihr zurzeit?
We started with 4 people. Now we have 20, plus all over the world, a few more, for sales and distribution and logistics and so on. So And basically what gave us the vision to go bigger, I don't know if you remember in the 1980s and 90s, there was a guy called Roberto Mondari. He is the guy who started the wine industry in the US, in California. And by complete coincidence, I was reading a biography, the story of his life, which is a very interesting story. He lost his business twice, and he's the first person to say, let's go and make great wines in California. And he brought the know-how from France, you know, the wooden casks and the specialists in making wine and so on. And he grew it into a very large multinational company. He lost it twice, by the way. He lost his business twice. Very interesting story. So when I was reading that gave me the vision. And I thought, wow, that's exactly what we should be doing. Why aren't there any African cigars? We will be the first African cigar. That's going to give us a lot of visibility. We want to project an African message and African culture. Of course, create jobs and create skills in Africa. And Africa already had top quality tobacco. For example, the Cameroon wrapper is one of the best in the world. It was being exported, still is being exported to Nicaragua and the Dominican Republic. So that was part, and this was one of the components that we brought in. And also, what we also did is I went to, from the Dominican Republic, we brought seeds of 5 different varieties, and we work with farmers in Zimbabwe to grow our tobacco. And the know-how for growing tobacco and aging tobacco is already there. So it was just a question of putting it together and doing it for cigars and not for cigarettes. And then also another coincidence is in order to age our cigars, we age them in cedar sheets, in sheets of wood. And our cedar comes from Ghana, from West Africa. It's a very fragrant, lovely, rich wood, and that gives our cigars a very unique, rich flavor. So this is our box, by the way. This is the box of 20 cigars. You can see here, it's got our logo, Bongani, Smoke Africa, and our logo is, of course, the African elephant. And
how many people are works here?
Yeah. So now we have in total 20 people, of which 14 are cigar rollers, and then we have other people around that as well.
Okay, da kommen wir gleich noch, auf die Zigarren kommen wir gleich nochmal. Aber nochmal zurück. Du hast erst einmal Tocadores aus der Dominikanischen Republik geholt. Die haben sozusagen die Zigarrenkultur, die Rollerkultur nach Afrika gebracht. Wann war das und wie ist das heute bei euch?
Yeah, when we started, there was no cigar culture. Of course, all our cigar rollers are Mozambican. So when we started, we had to explain to them not just how to roll cigars, but also the whole cigar culture, the whole cigar lifestyle, the fact that this is a very high-end luxury product and that our clients expect a very high level of quality and consistency. So we had to create that culture. That's very true. And but we did it, and our cigar rollers were very passionate about this, about learning and about their product. And one of the surprises, the good surprises we had, is we didn't know how long it would take to train a cigar roller, exactly as you say, in a world where there is no cigar culture. And actually, it went very, very quickly. Very quickly, they put it on, and very quickly we started producing commercially acceptable, high quality products. Today, they are very steeped in the cigar culture. We always want our clients to, as much as possible, meet our cigar rollers. Either, you can see them on our website, or of course, in Africa, we do a lot of events so that our cigar rollers meet clients. They get cognizant of this cigar culture, and not just one face behind no face behind the cigars. So we have developed that cigar culture very well, I think, and our cigar rollers love it.
Jetzt kommen wir eigentlich zur wichtigsten, den Tabak. Den Tabak, den ihr für eure Betonas verwendet. Ich glaube, jetzt war es richtig spannend, oder?
So what we did is we brought 5 different types of seeds from the Dominican Republic, and we work with farmers in Zimbabwe who grow those tobaccos for us. It's 5 different varieties. We also source our wrapper from Cameroon, and our cigars contain a mixture of African tobacco and outside Africa tobacco as well. It's a mixture of both. The draw you will find on our cigars is top quality. They have excellent and balanced draw. The cigars are medium-bodied or a bit more and very rich in aroma. We have 5 different varieties of the cigars, plus the binder and the wrapper.
Also, sind wir jetzt schon?
Es gibt
And so we have three main retorters. So the one that Markus is smoking here is the Robusto. It is this one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 5x50, so 50 gauge, a 12.5 centimeters Robusto, same size as the main size of the market. This is one, and then we, based on listening to our clients and see what they wanted, we introduced the Bongani 458, 58 gauge. So that's a big cigar, same size as the nub, but short. This one works very, very well in winter, for example, or when it's a bit cold outside and people do not want to sit for very long. And the Toro is this one, which is 15 centimeters and 58 gauge. So that's a really big cigar. That's like an hour to smoke it, or maybe 45 minutes to 60 minutes. Very, very rich in aroma. Our Robusto won a prize last December by Cigar Lover magazine. We were rated number 5 in the rest of the world category, out on a double blind panel, out of many, many entrants. I think about 100 entrants, something like this.
Also, jetzt haben wir die Zigarren schon mal gesehen. Die Verpackung hast du uns vorhin auch kurz gezeigt. Wie sind die denn verpackt? 15er, 10er, 20er Kisten?
20er Kisten, Peter, und dann gibt es noch Zigarren zum Nachfüllen der Kisten aufgrund von Nachhaltigkeit. Ja? Allerdings primär das, was die Händler bisher geordert haben, sind die 20er schönen schwarzen Holzkisten. No?
Yeah, so the cigars come in boxes of, as Markus said, boxes of 20. This is the box.
Yes.
This is actually almost like a mini humidor, because inside this is cedar wood, and there's a cedar sheet here. So it's almost like it's a really, really lovely box. I think clients love it. And then when clients already have the box, we can ship in bundles, so plastic bundles of 25 as a refill for shops. So you don't have to buy the box every single time. You can just get the refill. And that's a little bit cheaper for you. You're getting about 3 cigars for free because we're saving on the box. And we also have packages of 3 like this one. So this one contains 3, 1 of each. It's a discovery pack. And in the back, you can see very strong identity, our African identity with our elephant logo.
Wo liegen die Zigarren preislich bis? Also so eine Preisspanne mal?
Also Peter, die Robusto, die ich hier gerade rauche, die liegt bei 12,90 €. Dann haben wir noch die Gordo, wie gerade von Kamal beschrieben, die liegt auch bei 12,90 €. Und die Toro-Zigarre, die Kamal auch vorhin ins Lied gebracht hatte, die liegt bei 13,90 €.
Fein, okay. Die Distribution in Deutschland ist im Aufbau. Wo kann sich ein Fachhändler schlau machen, beziehungsweise mit dir, mit euch Kontakt aufnehmen? Welche Wege gibt es dazu?
Okay. Yeah. So our importers are CigarSKings, that are well known in the markets. In order to place an order, you can call them or you can call us. It's better to call us. It's the same thing. There is no difference in pricing, of course. You can find all our details on our website, bonganicigars.com. You have there my email address. The best thing is send me an email and we'll send you to Markus or to CigarSKings. Markus's email is Markus, Markus, @bonganicigars.com. And I'm Kamal at bonganicigars.com. You can write to us and we'll make sure you will get your stock within 48, 76 hours.
Wer will,
72 hours.
Okay.
Wir sind gespannt, Markus.
Mhm.
Kommen wir nochmal dazu. Wir haben ja zwei Informationsschienen. Einmal den Fachhandel, das haben wir eben angesprochen, aber auch der Endverbraucher. Da sieht der Endverbraucher die schönen Zigarren, möchte zu seinem Händler gehen und der Händler hat jetzt zufälligerweise noch keine Bongani. Wo kann sich ein Konsument, ein Endverbraucher hinwenden, der bei seinem Händler noch keine Bongani findet? Aber wie kommt er zur Bongani? Wo kann er die bestellen? Wo kann er sich die anschauen? Im Internet?
Ja, also Peter, du hast es gerade schon geschrieben, entschuldige bitte, wenn ich da so einschreite. Fakt ist, er soll sich bitte an seinen vertrauensvollen Händler, ortsansässigen Händler wenden, ja, und der Händler kann dann jederzeit mit uns in Kontakt treten, wie Kamal es gerade beschrieben hat, entweder über die Webseite oder über den Vertrieb von CigarSkings, ja, die machen die Logistik als auch die Rechnungsstellung für den deutschen Facheinzelhandel. Und insofern kriegt er dann auch Kontakt und wir nehmen natürlich sofort Kontakt auf gerne zu den lokalen Händlern des Konsumenten, ja, um ihm da eben entsprechend dann auch die Möglichkeit zu geben, die Zigarren zu beziehen. Ja.
Okay, fein.
Ansonsten finden wir Alternativen. Ja.
Ja, Kamal, Markus, eigentlich habe ich keine Frage mehr. Ich habe das alles umfangreich und gut beantwortet. Eine letzte Frage bleibt noch. Wann rauchen wir eine Bongani zusammen?
It goes out to you.
Keine Antwort.
When do you smoke a cigar with Peter together?
Oh, with great pleasure. Very soon. Next time I'm in Frankfurt, with a great pleasure. You're just outside Frankfurt, right?